While everyone is joining in, considering this is the first session, people might face some difficulty. Can you all share in the meantime, can you all share what actually pursued you to join the digital marketing course and what are you doing in the current space?
Hello.
I'm sorry, I actually muted some of you. So you can either actually share the experience of yours and what pursued you to join digital marketing course via chat, or you can actually unmute yourself and speak up. Just make sure that you're unmuted only when you are speaking. Otherwise, there's a constant noise of actually talking, fan, something going in the background goes on throughout. Make sure that whenever you're speaking, you are unmuted, but otherwise you remain on the mute. Great. So let's get some details in. Please share what you are doing in your current professional space and why you joined the course. Hi Ankit. Hi Shubhankar. Hi everyone. Hi.
Hi, Div.
Yes, I am hearing someone. Please share what exactly pursued you to join the course.
Hello.
Yes, Isha.
Hi. So I am working for a publishing magazine.
Hmm.
And basically where they are asking me to do a social media work, like handle their social media.
Uh,
So basically, I was doing, I was trying to do like I was assisting my social media expert, and it is quite interesting. So I want to like completely change my field and want to like get into social media marketing itself, like
Great,
the digital marketing.
great, great. Welcome, Isha.
Well,
We
thank you.
got some responses on the chat as well. Others can please contribute simultaneously. Saurav is currently heading digital marketing at CLTSS. He is gaining in-depth knowledge about all DM channels and what more is possible. Rubina is currently working as a digital content writer. She's writing copywriting for different websites, do press releases and reviews, and handle social media account. So all three of them are actually somehow working in the digital space. Um, all three of them are working in the digital space and are here to actually learn more about digital marketing. What about others? We have got around 26 people in the sessions. Guys, are you typing in? Are you planning to speak up? I got a response from Shubhankar. Yes, we are getting some responses. Shubhankar is working with leading telecom service provider, is a vertical head in sales and distribution, and need to add more skills. And is the reason of why he joined digital marketing course. Welcome, Shubhankar. Clubpreet is working in HDFC Live, handling UI UX of design assets like corporate website, online point of sales, corporate blogs. He's here to gain more knowledge and apply practically digital marketing skills in his field. Khyati is working as a product head at Muthoot, basically into jewelry financing. I am Sundeep is a senior business analyst with Tech Mahindra, working in the field of consulting. My Honda car dealership in Kochi hence wants to upskill himself. Anurag is the reason I joined digital course is to have in-depth knowledge of digital marketing. Currently working in banking industry and knowing the fact that everyone is getting digitalized, I look forward to career in this area. Ashwin is a social media marketer and wants to gain knowledge of digital marketing, more knowledge of digital marketing and take his career to next level. Alka is already handling social media work in Unix International. Royal is working for an MNC as a marketing head and more into organic marketing than paid platforms. Would like to know more about paid platforms and enhance his skills. Amit is also working as a marketing manager for conventional as well as digital marketing or digital marketing. I want to go also get into freelancing field. Another Ankit, we have got two, and Ankit Tyagi is currently working as a sales executive in medical company. Nikhil is working in MNC as a product manager and wants to upgrade his skills in digital marketing and pursue his career in the same. Vardhani is working as a web designer, recently started blog and want to take digital marketing as her career. Um, so why do you, actually someone is sending me the message of becoming the presenter, only the trainers can become the presenter, or until and unless you are doing some assignments in the session and you want to actually share it out with the audience, then only you can become the presenter. It's just the privilege which we enjoy. So I can't really make you the presenter. But if you want to speak up, you can just unmute yourself and speak out with the right mic button on the top right side. Mhm. Um, Someone's name who is not flashing. Can you just edit your name? That person is a sales manager in a family-owned manufacturing company and looks forward to apply his knowledge to grow my company. Chandan has worked on event blogging, little knowledge about SEO. Current associate at Wipro, part-time blogger, so wants to more knowledge about digital marketing. Great. I guess all of you have actually shared. If someone has missed sharing it, you can just type it right now. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll demonstrate the tool to you. This is the tool on which most of your sessions will be conducted going forward. And you can actually contribute to the conversation using chat like most of you did just now. Or you can actually unmute and speak out like Isha did and speak up. Just ensure that you are just unmuted only when you are speaking, otherwise, you are on mute. Like currently, I actually forcefully muted everyone in the initial few minutes because there's some noises in the background which actually hampers the experience for everyone else. So, we just want to minimize that. And you are free to actually speak up whenever you want, but otherwise, just mute yourself. You can actually see that the session is being recorded. Almost all of your sessions will be recorded until and unless the content is really confidential or until and unless there's a technical issue. But 99% of all your sessions will be recorded, and we'll share out the recording with you once we are done after like 3-4 days of the session. But if in case there's a technical issue with the recording, then it might take more than time that, but most of your recordings will be delivered to you within 3-4 days of the session. Um, yeah, that's it. You can actually use the chat panel to connect with everyone, type in a message, and make sure that whenever you're connected to the session, you are using the computer audio instead of the telephone, because it will cost you ISD calling charges, which is quite not affordable for everyone. And in fact, it would be really expensive if you attend 3 hour sessions using the ISD calling charges. And if you face any issues, you can actually just log out and log in into the session or just restart your laptop. 95% of those issues will be solved just by following these two practices. Log out and log in, or if that doesn't work, just restart your laptop and join in. If you want, if the internet is really bad at what you are attending from, you can actually use your mobile phone to attend the session. Just download the GoToMeeting app, but we don't recommend much of mobile phone, especially if it is a really small screen mobile phone, because while most of the session will fit into it, but laptop or a desktop will be much more feasible or easy for you to actually follow through, because we don't because your trainer will be actually asking you to follow or do some exercises simultaneously. And considering the screen is bigger on your laptop or your desktop, the detailed data, especially when you are running the reporting part, it would be visible in a better way. We don't go to meeting doesn't has an India number, India toll free number. Considering it is a US based tool, they don't provide India based numbers for now. I think they have it in the process. They are planning to launch it very soon, but till now they haven't. So we can't actually follow USD number for dialing in. Mayank Agarwal is working with a food chain, SF Food Destination Pure Veg, as a sales and digital marketing manager. Welcome on board, Mayank. And Padmesh is doing BBA and also doing blog.
Thank you and welcome everyone.
Yes. Thanks, Mayank. Welcome aboard, Padmesh. So, as I could see, most of you are surely either in the marketing space, uh, or digital marketing, or just starting their career as a blogger, as a part-time free professional or a freelancer. There were some who were, I think, Hani was a web designer, is a web designer. So somehow all of you are actually related to digital marketing space in some way or the other, and you all are here to actually enhance your career, maybe move to the next level or get some freelance project, enhance your blog, something related to career itself. Yeah, and there were some product managers as well. Great. Hi, Asha. Even you are a product manager in marketing in Tata Teleservices. Great. So my name is Divya Mahajan, and I actually take care of product at Digital Vidya. So anything related to training, anything related to the trainers, the content, the exercises, and hands-on experience has actually been, considering I'm being part of the organization for quite a longer period of time, has actually been such content has been built up with my coordination and my working with other trainers, other professionals in the industry or in the organization. So if you have got any feedback, any suggestions, anything which you want to share out for us, with us to actually improve the experience for you, just feel free to share it with me by dropping me an email and we'll take it forward. We actually take up all our feedbacks in a very serious format. So feel free to share all your suggestions with us, even if some of the suggestions would actually take some time to be implemented, but we'll make sure that your suggestion is considered and is been taken through in the right manner and is communicated to the right team as well. So welcome aboard and thank you all for choosing Digital Vidya. We will be your digital marketing buddies or digital marketing training partner for next 6 months and probably for a lifetime period, because we give you a lifetime access to the course. So you can actually go up and upgrade yourself with the what's happening in digital marketing even at a later stage. So feel free to do that at any point of time, even after like 4 years, 5 years, whenever you want to get yourself upskilled. Just make sure that you have your LMS access provided for a lifetime period and you can refer to it anytime you want. So, moving forward, today's session would actually be for approximately an hour, considering we have got a bit larger number of audience size today. We'll actually wind up by 11:15, 11:30 at maximum. I think we'll wind up by 11:15. We'll discuss how the course is structured. We'll do some things. We'll give you an overview of what are the challenges which you might face while you're learning with us. We'll give you some pitfalls that you can actually fall in after a period of time. and what are our expectations from you, and what is your assignment for the very first week. We use the term task for in place of assignments because it is not really something which you actually have to do it on paper. It is something which you have to do it on your website, on your Facebook page, on your Google AdWords account. So it's something which you have to do it offline, other than on the paper. So we use the term task, and you'll get the task for this particular week after we complete through the presentation. Hmm. So moving forward, this is you actually who enrolls into the course, irrespective of the fact whether you are into 3 months, you have enrolled for a 3 months course or a 6 months course. You need to actually take up like at least 8 hours in a week to perform the activities, to learn through the sessions, and to do the task on your own. So just ensure that you're taking out sufficient time while doing the work which is other than the sessions. So we have got actually three core things which really affect your learning with us. The very first is for sure the live session, like what you are attending today. While today's session is more of an orientation session, we'll not really be learning digital marketing today. What we'll be learning, understanding today is how the course is structured for you. But moving forward from your next Sunday sessions, or if it is a you have enrolled for two batches, then your Tuesday and Saturday sessions, you'll be actually learning something. So make sure that you attend all the live sessions. We have got the trainers who will actually lead you through the session, through their experiences, through the content, through best practices, etc. in the live session. And we'll record all those live sessions. So if in case you are missing out those sessions, you can actually refer to the recording. But I really suggest that you attend the session because watching a 3 hour recording is really challenging. I've tried it multiple times as well. So I can completely understand that it will be really challenging to watch a 3 hours recording rather than attending a live session throughout. So make sure you do those, attend all your live sessions and gain the knowledge. So have your pen and paper ready and have your notebook ready, or whatever, whichever way you're comfortable with writing the notes, and attend those sessions. Next up, we have got assignments. Assignments are actually the task which you need to be complete, which needs to be completed within 1 week's period. So, for example, today I'm giving you an assignment, um, which I'll give you at the end of the session. That particular assignment needs to be completed before your next session because the course is very much related to what has been done in the previous week. So, for example, what today I'll give you will actually affect your 6 months or a 3 months duration altogether. So, make sure that you do those assignments in that specified period of time until and unless there is a real emergency or you are really squeezed out of time. Then we can consider 1 week as an exception, but try doing those assignments in that particular week. I'll demonstrate the LMS to you so you will have a better understanding what and how the assignment structure works. But make sure that just for now, just make sure that your assignments are being fulfilled in that 1 week's period. And we have got the Q&A platform. This actually helps you in getting the responses from all your trainers or training assistant and the team of Digital Vidya. All queries which have been asked or which you want to ask outside the live session needs to actually be posted in the Q&A platform only. We really we don't really accommodate queries on the emails or on the calls because it becomes really challenging, and it's not really able we are not really able to track that what kind of response has been provided to you. So that's why we prefer opting for Q&A platform to get all those queries responded. Next up, we have got Learning Center. Learning Center is your LMS or learning management system where all these things are accessible, and you can actually this is provided for a lifetime. So whenever we'll upgrade any of those things, your LMS will also be updated. These are the people who will be responsible on the front end or on the back end to guide you through. The very first is your trainer. He or she will actually be is the expert of digital marketing space. They have actually led leading campaigns of the country and are actually working towards providing you the best knowledge based upon their experience, their knowledge, their the campaigns they have led. So make sure that you are taking your most out of the trainers while you are in the live session. Unfortunately, they are not really available they are not really accessible outside the live session. So if in case you have got a query which you want to ask the trainer only, you can do that in the live session. Outside the training session, we can't really get you connected with the trainer because they're working full time in some organization or on their own business. So we can't really actually ask them to take out more time. If you have got any query, feel free to ask them, bug them anytime in the live session, and they will surely respond to your query in the live session. But outside the live session, it is really not possible. We have got training assistants who will be actually guiding us through outside through the training material and training support which is required by you outside the live sessions. So they are the one who will be reviewing your assignments. They are the one who will be actually giving you a rating on how your assignments have been evaluated, and they will actually give you feedback as well, that what things you did right and what things you did wrong in the assignment specifically, and they'll also reply to your queries on the Q&A platform. So all your queries and all your assignments will actually be responded by training assistants themselves. These are actually some of our past participants as well who have been gone through training to actually review the assignments and give you the right support with training the training you or providing you the knowledge on Q&A platforms as well. Next up, we have the coordinator. They are your buddy for the digital marketing course. They will be the one who will actually coordinate with the entire digital, with that team, the trainers, the product team members, the training assistants, everyone, and make sure that you get the right support whenever you are required with it. For example, if you're not really satisfied with how your assignment has been evaluated, if you're not satisfied with the how the trainer or the specific session, or if you are not actually being able to attend the sessions, your coordinator will help you through providing you in the right support, whether it is giving you a detailed feedback or asking the TA to give you a detailed feedback on that assignment, or it can be that the coordinator can actually pause your course for a shorter period of time, which you can resume after like 30 days once you're back from your trip or something like that. So make sure that you keep your coordinator updated with what's happening in your life and what challenges you are facing, and they'll guide you through. They'll make up some accommodations for you as well with the course. So make sure that you keep your coordinator really updated with what's happening in your life, which is actually affecting your digital marketing learning. Don't just call them and actually share up everything about your life. Things which are actually affecting your course in a positive or a negative manner, whatever it is, make sure that you update it with coordinator, and they'll guide you through or they'll help us find a solution for the same. We surely have actually connected with the sales coordinator while you were considering the decision to join the course. These are the one who actually pursued you to make the payment and join the course. If you have got something related to installments or payment structure, make you can get connected with the sales coordinator. And finally, we have got the placements team member. They will come into the picture once you have completed around 75% of the course. So we don't provide you placements immediately after joining in. You need to actually complete at least 3 to 4 modules before sitting in for the placements interview. So make sure that you are prepared while you are learning with us in the first 3 4 months, so that you are actually ready to go for an interview or are ready to actually sit in an interview after like completing 3 4 modules. They'll help you with the resume, they'll help you with the interview preparation as well, but they'll come into the picture once you complete 3 modules at least. Sure. So I you can actually ask as many questions as you want. Don't actually say that I have a question. You are free to ask as many questions as you want. So everyone, any questions, feel free to type in, and Lubina, you can share your question with us. Why do you need to do an interview with the placements coordinator? They'll not take your interview, they'll help you with the interview. So they'll actually guide you through that which topics you can actually prepare for the interview while you are going to the organization. So they'll not take your interview as such. Does that make sense? No problem. Any other questions? Any other questions? I think we can take. We have. Does DV has any tie-ups with any organizations for placements? I'm not sure what the term tie-ups means. Is are we actually having fixed companies for placements? We receive around 60 plus organizations every month. These can be um, a repetitive organization or a new organization as well. But on an average, we receive 60 organizations every month, some small businesses, some big businesses as well. So it's a mix of the organization size. So we don't have any tie-ups as such, but we have got like multiple industries, multiple companies coming through. Some are on a recurring basis, like we have got Social Panga, which has got openings every month throughout. So we have got some organizations like that for sure, but like 60 organizations like last month. I'm just taking up last month's example. We got around 80 or 90 plus jobs in the profile or in the panel. So it's a complete mix of, because we even the people we have is a mix of audience. Like he who saw it over here, it's a complete mix of the organizations. When can I decide to opt for a 3 months or a 6 months course? Asha, you usually do it when you actually enroll for the course. Um, People who are actually in a hurry to complete the course in 3 months period opt in a ASAP mode. They opt for a 3 months course. What I usually suggest is go for a 6 months one, because it's easier for you to actually do things and at a slower pace, and you can actually do more of the stuff. When you opt for a 3 months course, there's too much to be taken care of in a shorter period of time. So it's completely your call. If you have got time and if you can dedicate like double the efforts in a 3 months period, then you can do it. But I usually suggest a 6 months course. So it's somehow like losing weight. You can actually do it in a crash format in a 3 months period, or you can take it at a slower pace and you can lose that particular weight in 6 months period, which is a lot more easier. So it's completely your call. Does the training takes place on 2 days per week in case of weekdays? Is it possible to change from Sunday to weekdays? Yes. Firstly, you can actually change your batches. Um, if you want to do it right now, you can actually approach your coordinator and do it. Even if after a later stage, you're not really comfortable with the fact that you are doing a 3 months course and it is like so much on plate to be taken care of, you can ask your coordinator to help you through and extend the duration to 6 months. And if you are in a weekday batch, then your training takes place on Tuesday and Thursday, but for an 1.5 hour duration. So it's like you have got a Tuesday session of 1.5 hour and a Thursday session of 1.5 hour. While if you are in a Saturday or a Sunday batch, then it's a 3 hour session with plus half an hour break just in one go. So like Saturday 10 to 1:30 is usually the time when you get these sessions. No, you don't really need to come to office for placements training. We'll do it online. Either we'll do it on one-to-one basis, but you don't have to come to office. Yes, so if you opt for 3 months, then the frequency is actually double. Will my previous experience in different field counts during my placements, or it purely depends on my digital marketing experience? It absolutely counts. I'm not sure why people are really worried about whether my previous experience will be counted or not. It will surely be counted. All you have to take care of is the fact that how you are presenting that particular experience. So if that particular experience is into sales, you need to actually fit into a profile which involves digital sales. So just make sure that you're relating that particular experience to your next job and making gradual shifts instead of just making a drastic change into the industry as well as profile. Isha is asking, I've enrolled for a Saturday batch but could not attend yesterday, so my coordinator asked me to attend Sunday batch now. So is that I have to attend Sunday batches? Or no, it is not like that. You just have to attend today's session, and all your sessions moving forward will be conducted on Saturdays only. Yes. So Digital Vidya is one of the leading digital marketing training institutes of Asia. So online training is really considered by employees. We have got so many corporate partners who actually conduct online trainings for their employees only. So yes, absolutely. It's nevertheless a fact that training is a training, whether it is conducted online or offline. Nasha is asking, since I have opted for a Sunday session, what would be my classes days if I go for a 3 months? Asha, since you have opted for Sunday only, all your sessions would be conducted on Sunday. If you go for 3 months, then you can actually have a Saturday Sunday batch, which means 3 hour sessions on Sunday and 3 hour sessions on Saturdays. Or you can go for a weekday and a Sunday batch, which is like 1.5 hour on Tuesday, 1.5 hour on Thursday, and 3 hours on Sunday. The Tuesday and Thursday sessions are like late evening, 8 to 9:30 sessions. And Saturday and Sunday sessions have the same timing, 10 to 1:30. Cool. Any other question? Yes, we'll discuss that. So that's your assignment for this week, Mayank. We'll discuss building your online presence today. Any other questions? I guess we are done. You get around. I guess it will be there in your introductory video. I am not sure of the count. We get around 5 certificates from Google. We get one from Reskills. We get one from Facebook, one from from Google, one from Reskills, one for um, um, LinkedIn, one from Facebook, one from HubSpot. So around 10 plus 11 plus certificates, somewhat that's the count, and excluding the digital with their certificates. So yeah, around 10 plus. I'm not sure of the exact count as such. So you'll have that in the introductory video. Yes, all the certificates have an exam. I don't think any of them doesn't have an exam. but the difficulty level will surely be different. Some of them will be like really difficult, some of them are easy to take, but all of them will have an exam for sure. None of them have a fee, especially if you're taking the first attempt. Like we skills have a fee if you're taking it for the second time and if you failed it for the first time. But for the first time, none of them have a fee. But if you're actually planning to take Facebook Blueprint certificate, which is like uh, Facebook has actually launched their own certificate with us, but they also have their own certificate for that specific content, which is optional, which is not really mandatory because Facebook is already giving out a certificate with us. But if you're planning to take that particular one, then that's a really expensive certificate, which costs like 4,000 for each certificate, 4 to 5,000, and then it costs it. We have got three over there, so that's like approximately 15,000 for three certifications. Most of the exams are conducted online, except for V-Skills, which is actually conducted online, but you have to go to their location. They have got aptech centers, and you have to go to their location to actually appear for the exam. And there were a lot of aptech centers in India, 70 plus maybe. So you don't have to really worry about where your aptech center would be. It would be nearby your location. Any other question? Multiple choice. All of them will be multiple choice. So certificates, like I always say that certificates help you validate your education. While your education is surely what is important, certification will actually help you validate it before you sit out for the interview. For example, you have got all the Google certificate, you have got all the Facebook certificates, you have got the HubSpot certificate, vSkill certificate, and so many certificates on your resume that will actually take you a step, maybe not more than maybe 3 4 steps ahead from a person who has got like just one certificate in the resume round or in the screening round as such. But when you sit for the interview, it's your knowledge which really matters. So certificate will help you with validation before actually checking your knowledge to the employer. That's like extra stars on your resume. We don't have it right now. I can check with the team if we can consider it, Ashwin. So, can you actually help me define what exactly ICO means? Is it something related to integrated? Integrated content? Is this something related to integrated? I'm not sure what the ICO stands for here. Initial coin offering? No, we don't have it any at this point of time. I have to check it through. I'm not sure what exactly it means, but we can actually consider it. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Let's take it forward. Oh, we got another. I have two world record certificates. Does it make sound? Yes, it will. And I just want to know that what these two are. That's like really cool thing to have it on your resume asset. So anything which either shows you that you are different, it adds to your score. All you need to think from is an employer point of view. For example, I'm looking for someone, hiring someone in the digital marketing space, and he has got a certificate from um, what should I say? Chartered accountant team, ICAI certificate they have. that would not really make sense for me to actually hire that particular person, because it is not really fitting into my requirement. But if my organization is one which actually promotes fun culture, which actually promotes uh, team building activities, which is much more into hiring people, into team activities, like we go for company games, we go for having competitions with other companies and something like that. And there's a person who has a certificate or who's a certified um, Zumba instructor or something like that. That would be actually advantage for me, because that person can actually help me in building up my company's brand towards over and above other companies. So you need to actually figure out whether this particular star which I have, which can be a certificate, which can be an award, which can be a record as such, is it actually adding to my resume or not? Or is it actually fitting into the company requirement or not? Hi, Diva, what is the throughput of this training? As in, what is the number of people join in, and what is the percentage of clearing all these certificates successfully? This will help me understand the difficulty level of the entire course. Um, the completion ratio is usually around 85%, something more. It varies every month, but somewhat around 85 to 90%. Yeah, 85, 87, something around that. Great, let's take it forward. If you face any difficulty, like you have got so many questions today, if you get such questions afterwards, if you are in doubt, if you are not sure that what's happening, what's your life is going through, what's your course is actually providing you, make sure that you are communicating that particular thing to your coordinator. That's really important, because your coordinator is the one who actually represents you inside the organization. So he or she will be the one who will actually help you with rescheduling stuff. He or she will be the one who will actually help you giving the right knowledge. So we can actually work around with the trainers or training assistants and give you the right support whenever it is required. If in case that coordinator fails to fulfill, the delivery team is headed by Neha. She'll actually guide you through, or she'll take up some more stringent action to help you, to take you forward. I'm sharing her email ID in the chat box as well. Just ensure that you save her number or save her email ID. And obviously, you can actually approach out to me if you have any feedback, any suggestions, and I'll take it forward. I hope you all have saved your coordinator number as well as your support number till now. If you haven't, I'll share the support number right now, and your coordinator number is there, will be there in his or her signature. Make sure that you save those as well on your phone. Okay. So what are the challenges in learning digital marketing? It is really vast and expanding space. Um, Digital marketing keeps on changing, like at a very fast pace. Last week only, I earlier used to think that Google launches around 500 updates, 400 to 500 updates every year, but now it has crossed like around 800 updates every year, which is like more than two updates every day. It can be actually around three, but it's like things are changing at such a fast pace. Every year there's a new tool to be taken care of. Every year there's some obsolescence happening. Every year, every month, or every day, the changes are happening so much. So digital marketing is like thing which needs to be taken care of very seriously if you are going forward. You need to keep yourself abreast with what's happening in the industry. Get some knowledge, talk to people, talk to people regarding what's happening in the industry and how you can contribute, what are the challenges they are facing, what are the challenges we are facing in this particular space. So what we usually do is we actually, while talking to people, we understand that what's missing. Like everyone is moving to digital now. What next is will happen that will take this era into a different stage altogether. So you need to actually keep yourself really connected with the industry while you are into it. And everyone will actually have a different point of view. And instead of actually conflicting with their point of view, you need to actually understand that why that particular person is thinking in a different direction than what you are thinking or what other person is thinking. So I always give the example that we have got around um, 50 plus trainers on board, and while you are into the journey with us, you will be actually interacting with approximately 15 plus trainers while you train with us. So if you ask the same question to every other trainer, they will have a different response or different solution for that particular problem. So you can actually check it out and you will actually feel that I was talking correct, because everyone will have a different experience, everyone will have a different form of judgment, everyone will think of a problem in a different style. Maybe all of them are right, maybe all of them are wrong, but you need to actually take up decisions based upon your own understanding and what everyone else is contributing to that particular solution. So don't think of that each problem has just one right solution. Each problem will have multiple right solution. What um, deems to be correct is to be decided by you only. Some not so good truths about digital marketing and the course is it is really not possible to learn it all. You will The course is actually designed to make you land in between an intermediate to an advanced stage. So if you are a beginner to someone who is an intermediate right now, if you are one of those person, the course will actually take you through to the advanced or an intermediate stage. It completely depends upon what efforts you put in, which decides where you exactly land. So we have got like people from our course who are actually leading some big campaigns in the country, and we also have some people who are not really doing anything in the course or anything around digital marketing right now. That's particularly because what efforts you are putting in will define the difference. So make sure that you are putting in the right efforts while you're training with us. While the course is really extensive, and I can assure you that we don't, no one in the no other course has such detailed content like we do. But the techniques can act each technique can actually be taught for like a period of 6 months. For example, social media, I can teach you social media for 6 months only, as in just social media for 6 months. But that's not really possible because while you complete the course, Facebook would have launched like two other updates. They have revised their policies, they'll do some things which are, because of which your 6 months will actually go into the drain, because what you learned have been obsolete by then or maybe have changed a lot by then. So the course is actually designed to give you a kickstart, like I it's said in the next point. It's designed to give you a kickstart, and they will then you can actually go out, explore more, and you have got right knowledge while exploring that particular option. So that's how it is structured. And considering things are changing very frequently, you can, yeah, so great. Kalpesh has already asked that particular questions. How can we keep ourselves updated with what's happening? Very first thing is you can actually read about what's happening through blogs. Neil Patel is one of the blog I usually recommend. And what other blog? Even if you're actually watching through Neil Patel or even Digital Vidya's blog, you are keeping yourself updated with what's happening. Follow some YouTube channels if you want to. Like Google has its own Search Console YouTube channel. If you're having those, you can keep yourself updated. Plus, how Digital Vidya will help you is whenever some new update is happening, we update our course as well. Like we update our course on a period of like around 4 to 6 months usually. And whenever the new content is launched, we update course for all our participants. So you don't have to worry about it, as you can just log into your LMS and get yourself checked with what's happening new in the industry and keep yourself updated. A piece of advice for people who are looking for job: if you are someone with less than 3 years of experience, yes, Shrikant Neil Patel. If you're someone who is looking for a job and has a less than 3 years of experience, focus on these green modules, because these are the ones which will actually help you in getting your very first job. Based upon either of these, based upon your interest level, whether you want to go for search engine marketing, whether you want to go for search engine optimization, or whether you want to go for search in social media marketing, these things will actually help you in getting your very first job, especially if you are a fresher, someone with less than around 2 to 3 years of experience, up to 3 years. They will help you in getting your very first job. But if you are looking for, if you are someone who has got like more than 3 years of experience, or who is already in the digital marketing space from past 2 3 years, or who is actually at a really senior profile like a marketing manager, digital marketing head, we have got some of these as well in the session today. If you're one of those, you need to actually focus on all these modules, because having a knowledge of all these modules will help you integrate all of them and get more senior level profile, while having knowledge of one of these to an extensive stage will get you to the very first job which you want in the digital marketing space, which are a lot more execution oriented. So, for example, if you know social media to an extent, you can actually work upon in an organization and create social media campaigns for them. That if you know all of these modules, you will actually be creating digital marketing campaigns from them, which requires extensive understanding of all these modules. IM is inbound marketing and web analytics is WA. Inbound marketing helps you in defining more somehow like what we learned, like push and pull strategy. Inbound is more like pull strategy other than push. And web analytics is the data which happens in your Google Analytics and which actually defines that where your users are coming from, which users are converting, what is your funnel look like, and more those information. Yes, web analytics is in the core module only, but we rarely get web analytics job um, as such, because it is usually given preference to someone with engineering background or someone with an analytical background. If you have that, then it's really good to go. But most of the jobs are in the green space. Yes, EM is in email. We don't cover WhatsApp in social media marketing. Being a fresher, can we do as a freelancer? Yes, you can. You can actually start with being an intern. That's a little less risky. You don't get offline materials. Concept the material keeps on changing. We don't really go into, we change the content like after every 4 to 6 months. So going into printing of the material, it actually happens with us that while we are revising the content, things change, and then we have to re-revise it even before launching it out. So, like for example, we are working on updating a particular module's content, and we plan to launch it next week. Things change again this particular week, and we have to revise it and then launch it like in a period of time. So we don't go into printing of material at all, because that's like dedicated material for a really long period of time. Like we have got books from our Kotler, and all those books which like a traditional marketing books, which makes sense now though, but it changes. Digital marketing changes at a very fast pace, so we can't really go into. having offline material. You can access all these material in your LMS. The presentations are available in soft copy and you can access it over there. So, what is required from you to learn digital marketing is some core skills and some optional skills. While some of you actually share that they are into UI designing, they are into core marketing. That's the optional skill which you have, which means that you can actually highlight, you must highlight them on your resume. So, these are the optional skills which can actually help you uh, in getting more stars on your resume. UI designing, coding, programming, and core marketing skills will get you the stars. If you know how the customer persona works, how the branding strategies work, that will be added to your profile. And but if you really know the core skills, which are content marketing and analytical skills, if you don't know the core skills, then it's a really big challenge for you. So you need to actually work around the core skills while you are training with us. If you don't have any of the optional skills, that's fine, but you need to have the core skills. By content writing, we mean you should be able to write good um, content, by which I mean it can be an ad copy, it can be a blog, it can be page descriptions, page titles, which is really creative, which actually attracts the audience. It can be something very simple, like we are on a 50% sale today, and how you are presenting that particular example. That everyone is using 50% sale, how you are using that particular offer on your communications, that defines content writing. While analytical skills are your decision making ability based upon data provided. So, if you are given the data of how your users are performing on your website, from where users are coming in, how many users are converting from, uh, what is your cost for getting one conversion, what is your cost for getting one visitor on your website, all those data oriented things is absolutely analytical abilities. So while people usually think that social media doesn't really require analytical skills, I really don't think so. It is equally important to have the analytical skills in social media as well as in all other modules. You need to have both these skills while you are preparing with us. If you don't have, we expect you to actually be training upon them on your own. You can write good blogs, you can write good content or good promotions. You can actually start by writing promotional content on your own Facebook page, on your own blog, and simultaneously, as you grow or as you move forward, it will improve. Asha, all these both these skills will actually come with experience. So what I suggest is start working upon them right now. And as you move forward, like in a period of 2 to 3 months, you'll if you perform all these activities continuously, if you learn from others, follow some other blogs like Medium. Medium is actually has got a lot of content curated on their own blogs, and the way people write is really remarkable, especially if you think from a content writing point of view. The titles they use, the descriptions, the catchy words they use on their content uh, will actually help you in content writing skills. And for analytical ability, you can take up free tests which are available online and improve with them. Practice only will make these two things improve for you, and you can start by doing it now. Do two main things: copy from others, actually, not really copy, inspire from others' content, and start practicing things on your own. It is actually Medium, it is not really a blog, it is more of a curated content which is provided from very different websites. And I said Neil Patel earlier, you can actually use them as well. You follow him as well if you are looking for some digital marketing content. Any blog, and just anything which has got content in it, even if it is a scoop whoop, even if it is Times of India, just understand how they are presenting their content on that particular article, on that particular blog. So if you actually see through, there are tests for GMAT preparation, CAT preparation, which has got analytical section in them. You have those, you can just appear from them freely and it's available freely online. Asha, if you don't have any of those optional skills right now, I don't suggest you gaining right now. Focus on just the core skills and digital marketing skills. If you have got the core skills, then just focus on your digital marketing skills. I am not suggesting you all to actually learn any of those optional skills. It's like if you already have any of these skills, make sure that you're promoting them on your resume. Don't go about learning any of these skills right now. It's like too much to be taken care of. Some common pitfalls to be avoided are: don't compare your trainers with other trainers. We have got a lot of trainers, and somehow the LMS is designed in a way that you actually you can refer through other trainers' content and sessions. So don't compare your trainers with other trainers, and don't compare your current module trainer with your previous module trainer. Each trainer has got their own style. Each trainer has got their own style of teaching, style of giving you examples. So make sure that you are not doing any of those comparison at any point of time. There's no set format for learning digital marketing. While people actually go forward and think that I should have done that particular module first, I should have created that particular thing first. There's no set format. Each of these are different pieces of puzzle, irrespective of the fact which puzzle piece is placed at what time. When all these are put together, they will make sense. So there's no set format, and there's no right format to do any of these modules in any point of time. So just go forward with the flow, whatever you are getting, and I'm sure that all these will make sense once you complete the complete course. I already shared it with you that you should complete your assignments in 1 week's period. Do not delay, do not procrastinate your assignment submission, because it will actually affect the next week and all the weeks forward. So don't procrastinate or do go and forward and delay your assignment submissions. Our delivery team or our operations team or our team of coordinators are actually designed in a way that um, they are available whenever you need support, but they will not really be pushing you throughout while you're doing the course. So don't expect it from them that we give you a call and shout out at you that you're not doing your assignments. When are you planning to do it? It has been 3 weeks that you have not been attending the sessions. When are you planning to attend those sessions? So we will not give those, we will not treat you like school kids at any point of time. We expect you as professionals. If you're really occupied, if you're not able to complete the course, if you're not able to attend those sessions, just inform your coordinator and they'll figure out a solution for you. But don't expect them to by actually pushing you through like school kids to complete the course. So I hope that's fine. Make sure that you are actually going proactive and informing them that I'm not able to do it. Can you pause it for me? I'm not able to take out time for the course. um, I will start rejoin it from the next week. And all those informations which you feel that is challenging for you, just let your coordinator know, and they'll surely guide you through. I can assure you on that. And you will get the placements opportunities once you complete 3 to 4 modules. So don't worry about it. In the initial 3 months or in the initial 3 module, just focus on your learning. Don't go or think too much about what are the placements happening for you. Saurav is asking, how do I get to know who is my coordinator? I have not received any specific communication telling his or her. Saurav, you can actually, did you check your, we'll think through it. Give, give me a few minutes and we'll check it through. What is needed from your side? No delay in assignment submission. This is the third time I'm telling you. I know it's repetitive, but we want to ensure that you do the assignments on time. Log in 5 minutes before the session so that, unlike today, considering you don't have any questions from the previous sessions, you can actually ask your previous session questions, doubts with the trainers, and check it with them that whether what should be the right strategy, anything which you want to ask the trainer, you can do that, and also that will help you avoid any technical issues. And you'll be actually in place to actually write down your notes and you are settled through, so you avoid any of those last minute rush. I will not be taking any modules. I'll just take you through the foundation sessions. Um, so that's like today. I'm not sure whether you all will be in same batch or different batches from next session onwards. It can be like some of you are together, some of you are in different batches. So it's just that you all started your journey together, but you will all be in different parts moving forward. Oops, sorry. Do ask all your questions on the Q&A platform so that we are able to track how the responses, uh, what responses the team is giving out, and they'll respond to your query within 48 hours usually, until unless the query is really complex and you need someone else support to be taken care of. Your query will be responded within 48 hours. Do provide your regular and honest feedback after each session, like not today, but after, like on a usual basis, after, like for example, like today's sessions before it is ending, we'll ask you to give feedback. Just make sure that you're filling it up. After module completion, like whenever a module altogether is completed, you will get the feedback submission form, and even after every assignment is being evaluated, we take care of all the feedbacks very stringently. So make sure that you do that and provide your detailed input throughout. So let's get forward with the things to be done this particular week. Um, Check your inbox with this particular email. Actually, give me a second. Is there anyone who hasn't watched this video yet? It can be CDMM or CPDM based upon which module you have enrolled into. Is there anyone who hasn't watched this video? Asha hasn't seen. Asha, just search for this particular email in your box and inbox. Okay, there are many people who haven't watched it. I've got 3 to 4 responses, more than four actually now. So the very first step for today's week assignment or task or anything you want to call it is to watch this video. You can access this particular video using this particular in email on your on your inbox. This is the very first thing which needs to be done. The second thing which needs to be done is you need to select up an online presence. So the video you can watch it at a later stage. Right now, I want you to fill up this particular form which I just clicked in. Yes, Asha, you would have got that in an email. Just click on this form and open this up on your browser. Let me know once everyone is online if and on this particular page. So what we have is our course is designed in a way that you must have an online presence. No worry, Ankit, you can actually, it will be reactivated in a shorter period of time. I hope you have informed your coordinator. They'll they'll guide you through. So what we have in our courses, you need to have an online presence. before starting up the course. Great, Lubina. You have already filled in. I think Ankit surely had. Sandeep is online. So you must have an online presence before you start the course. Otherwise, you will not be able to complete that particular, not all the assignments. So you must have a website, whether it is your own website or your Asha, that would be your email ID. Both your username and password initially are your email IDs only. So you can have your own website, you can have a friend or a family member's website, you can have an e-commerce, you can have a blog, but make sure that you have the admin access of that particular website and you're ready to implement all your learning on that particular website. If you don't have any of these, if you don't have any of your own website, if you don't have any of your friends or family members website, you can create a blog with us by filling in I want to create a blog in this particular section. So if you can see here it is, I want to create, okay, I'll just highlight this particular option. If you have already uh, filled it up, then great. If you haven't, make sure that you do it right now. This would actually take around 2.5 to 3 hours to complete. You need to create a website. After completing this particular LMS, you okay. Oops, I just have to erase all drawings. I've got some responses. A friend of mine has already created one and we will work on it jointly. Sure. So the idea here is not to actually build up a website. Idea is to here is to have something on which you can implement your practice. So you don't have to worry about how the website is looking right now or how advanced the website is, because what we want is a place which you can promote. We are not really focusing on what that particular place is, but are focusing on how we are promoting it. I'll show you this page. So once you fill up this form that I want to create a website, you will either get an email, you will surely get an email, plus you will, uh, Asha, I'm not sure whether you opened it here. Yeah, that's right. Have you logged in? Make sure that you log in. And here is the form. I don't think. Which browser are you using in? You will get option for permanent, temporary, freelancing, all those opportunities. Your call, which you want to select. Hmm, I am not sure. So this problem is for Alka, Shubhankar, and Mayank. That are you are not able to see the form. Am I right? Can you see the form? Mayank can't see. You can try refreshing it or maybe try opening it in a different browser. I don't think it should be a concern. You can actually try going for an incognito window. I've never seen such an issue with this particular form. Okay, if the issue is still there, just drop an email to your coordinator and they'll give you the access directly. But I'm not sure why is it happening. Just try refreshing it up. Okay, it's like for many of you that the option is not available. But it's working fine for me. It's working. Okay, for everyone else who is not able to fill in the form, just stick around. We'll figure out a solution for it. Maybe I'll simultaneously help you with getting the access. But so the week's assignment is actually fill up that I want to create a blog. If you don't have a website, if you don't have anything which you can implement, and you will get the access to this particular course. You'll get the access for this particular course. It has got 3 lessons. You need to complete all these 3 lessons before next Sunday. So even if your session is on um, Tuesday, or even if your session is on Saturday, you need to complete this particular content by next Sunday. And you need to buy a domain as well, for which you need to actually shell out around 3 to 500 rupees. We actually tried giving out free domains to our participants. Earlier we used to do that, but that somehow restricts your domain value, and it also not is not beneficial, especially if you want to go forward with it in the future. So if you think of shifting it to your own domain after like 3 6 months or any period of time, then it really affects your brand value altogether. So make sure that you buy your own domain. I know it involves a costing of like 3 to 500, but it's like your own property which you can actually sell out at any point of time. Um, there should be a buyer for it for sure. If you want to go for a lowest budget, if you are thinking that I don't want to create a blog, I just want something to be ready with, you can go for a cheapest domain and buy it for like a .info or .xyz domain, and that would be fine. This will have all the information. Yes, it includes how to get your domain, from where to get the domain. It is recommending GoDaddy, and we are partnered with AWS to give you the hosting, which is free, and all those information, everything which is needed to build up a website is covered in this particular module course. Yes, Asha, you can fill it up later. We'll sort it up. Asha, Mayank, and everyone else, we'll sort it up right after we are done with the questions. If you already have a domain from Big Rock or any other website, that's perfectly fine. You can just link it up with your AWS hosting. This is the course URL which will be only accessible to the people who have filled up this particular form. So if you could not fill up the form, then we figure it out how we can access the course. Any other questions? So this is your week's assignment. If you have already progressed with it, if you have already completed it, if you are stuck somewhere, make sure that it is completed by next Sunday. We don't provide the chats to you because these are not recorded. You'll get the recording in a day or two. Mayank, what you need to do is you need to provide in your password. I think you have, considering you haven't watched the recording altogether, you are facing the issue. Your password, username and password is your email ID. Any other questions, Shubhankar? We'll figure it out. I have a class on Tuesday. Does it mean I have to complete it by Tuesday or Sunday? Sunday. You have got time till Sunday. You have to complete it by Sunday. The sooner you do, the better it is. But Sunday is the final timeline. Yes, Isha, you need to follow the steps and complete the timeline. It has got detailed content step by step. I I do both create a website and blog too. No, you just have to create one of the things. So website is like a blog. A web blog is surely a website. So you will have all those. The basic thing is a blog. If you want to sell out something, you can do that at a later stage. If you already have a website, you don't need to buy another one or another domain. You can use the same for future and for the course as well. Just make sure that you have got the admin access and you have got the if you, and you're ready to implement your learnings on that particular website. How to get the support while creating the domain or blog? You can give a call to support number. I just share the support number with you in a second. If you haven't saved it, just save it right now. I'm giving up the complete support number so that you can save it. Yeah, it can take up to 48 hours to be set it up. Sometimes it is like immediately done, sometimes it takes some time. So that's why we give a week's period to everyone to actually do it on their own pace. And there can be some chances because it's all technology driven. There can be some delays, there can be some dependencies. So don't worry about it. It will happen throughout. So it's not really the email ID which actually gets suspended. It's more based upon the card. It will be solved out, Ankit. Don't worry. I hope you have informed. If you face any issues, if you are stuck anywhere, just give a call to your coordinator or drop an email that my AWS account is suspended. What should I do? They'll guide you through. Don't worry. It might take some time, but it will be solved. So that's how technology works. You will face such glitches throughout, whether it is Google, because they are very stringent in terms of what database is being used, what information is being taken care of, and all those information. So there is high chances that whether it is Google, whether it is Facebook, that you just make a one miss, and you make a miss, and they'll deactivate your account, they'll pause your account, they'll penalize it, or anything like that. I was having an issue with my card. They said they can't activate my debit card and activate the credit card one, but I want to change it to debit card because I'm having issues with the credit card. How can I do that? Lubina, your coordinator would be better in a better situation to answer this particular question. Okay, sorry, Anurag. AWS has actually Amazon Web Services. It is the leading web hosting provider for your websites. It's like the builder, not really the builder. It's like AWS gives you the land of a particular place, and your GoDaddy is your address, or your domain is your address, like Facebook.com, digitalvidya.com, that's your address, and WordPress acts like the builder of your building. Ankit, you can try, or you can actually wait till that particular issue with your coordinator and they'll give you the right guidance. I can understand that, yeah. So, any other questions before we actually move into solving the form issue with people who are not really able to solve it up or who are not able to actually access it up? So, Asha, in the meantime, can you share what exactly is it showing on your screen? I think Lubina has already faced this particular issue. She's suggesting for you, Ankit, that you can actually talk to the support team and they'll activate your account. Isha, all these details are provided in this particular course, so you don't have to worry. What is the process, how it is done? So, while everyone has actually moved forward, so that could be a bit overwhelming for some of you. Like even Anurag felt the same. I can completely understand what is domain, what is hosting, what's GoDaddy, what is Big Host, what is Host. All those informations will be provided over here, so don't worry. Your courses will be available here. Consider I'm the admin. There are a lot of informations provided to me. The Q&A platform is available here on the top right. Feel free to use that. To ask any question. Any other question? Asha, okay, what we can do is, so I think, I'm not sure who was the one. Asha, I'm making you the presenter. What you can do is you can share your screen and we'll solve it out for you. Others who can actually fill up the form, who are ready or who are in the process of making up the blog, you can leave and you can enjoy your Sunday with family, friends, or you can actually complete your blogging course. But everyone who is filling up the form, just stick around and we'll figure out a solution for it. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Asha. Yep. Alka's problem has been sorted. Thank you. Bye bye. Yes, you have to submit the blog link. It will be there in the while you are progressing with the course. It will be there. There will be a form on which you can fill in the URL. Thank you so much. Bye bye. All the best for your course and all the best for your journey. If you are facing any issues, feel free to connect with your coordinator and solve it up. So see, I just demonstrated to you on a different URL, and you all can sign in. So I've just clicked on this particular link in this particular tab. It is defined in a self-paced format, so you can actually do it anytime you want. You can do it right now. You can start right now, and you can connect with the coordinator when required. But Mesh, there will be a form in that particular course on which you can fill up the blog link. You will figure it out while completing the course. Thank you so much. So for those whose um, login credentials or the form was not working, did you saw this particular page? Bye bye. Solved. Okay, I think it is solved for everyone now. Just log in. Your credentials would be your email ID and your email ID at this point of time until if you haven't reset it. You need to complete all these steps in all the three lessons. So you need to complete build your blog by next Sunday. You need to have your blog ready. You need to complete all these three lessons by next Sunday, not just one. Did I make sense, Rubina? You need to complete all. Okay, so I think it has been done for all of you. Can we also change our ID or password? You can change your password. I'm not sure if you can change your user ID. That's your email ID actually. What is the step 5? I'm not sure whether I can actually help you because I'm not really an expert. So it's a simple step. I think you need to fill up your details. What exactly is the issue, Lubina? You can actually speak up if you are comfortable with speaking out. Okay, you might have not got this particular email because it takes around 7 to 10 days to be processed. I can't hear you if you are speaking out. While I can see that you are unmuted, I can't hear you, Rubina, if you are speaking out. Any other questions, everyone? Rubina, I think your mic is not working. You can actually use the chat instead.
Hi Divya, this is Shubhankar.
Hi, Shubhankar. Yes, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how to go about this build your blog sessions because I'm new to this, so I just needed an initial support on this.
Sure. So what um, you need to fill
Like,
up this form.
like it says in lesson one, the finalize your niche and get a domain name. So,
Yes.
how do I take it forward?
So simplifying it for you, what exactly is to be done is you need to actually finalize a niche. By niche, it is meant that you need to finalize your theme for the blog. So, for example, if you're someone who's really passionate about traveling, if you're someone who's passionate about automobiles, politics, anything, whatever interests you, you need to finalize that particular thing. For example, I love traveling, so my I finalize that I will write a blog around traveling, and I'll guide people through places they can visit in India. So that's my niche for now, and get a domain name. It's like getting a name for your business or for your blog. So, for example, I since I'm writing a travel blog, I want to name it Travel Diaries, and so that's my domain name. I'll go forward and I'll check on GoDaddy that whether that particular domain name is available. By what domain name is meant is it gives you the name of your blog. So, for example, facebook.com is a domain.
Okay,
Digitalvidya.com is a domain. Um, digitalvidya.in is also a domain. Digitalvidya.xyz is also a domain. So you need to figure out which is available, which is under your budget, which is actually correct for your organization. For example, what challenge we face with Digital Vidya is considering we are now a global organization and we are teaching people from around the world. Vidya is not really connecting with most of the people. That's because for them, Vidya is not really a term which they use in daily life. For people staying in US, people staying in UK, the word digital is connecting to digital marketing or digital training, but Vidya is not really connecting. But for Indian audience, it was perfectly fine. So that's the issue which we face with our brand name. We need to figure out what brand and what are its or blog objectives, and think out a name for your own business.
okay, right.
So that's what is to be done in the first step. Think of a theme of your blog and think of a domain name or think of a blog name for yourself. Like Scoop Whoop is a name. Times of India's IndiaTimes.com is a name. Then you need to think of a name for your blog. Then you need to get your web hosting. This is all technical. All next steps are really technical. So you need to actually follow it through from in detail, like from where you have to go, where you have to click, and all this information. Like visit this particular website, create AWS account. You need to actually follow them, most of them blindly, because these are really technical stuff which needs to be taken care of, and the details are provided really in detail. So don't really worry about missing out any of those information.
Okay, so after I finalize the domain name, do I do have to go to GoDaddy and then make a purchase from there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get all those details in here. Each step is really extensive and written in a very detailed manner, so you won't face any issues with any of the steps. Don't worry. And except for the fact that AWS sometimes acts a bit moody or cranky, and um, they actually don't activate account for few of the people, but other than that, no major challenge would be there for you. Yes, Asha, this week's assignment is building your blog. Is it clear, Shubhankar?
Yeah, it is clear. So all the three steps involved in building your blog, which is website setup, the website setup part one, part two, and write your first blog post. All these three are comes as a lesson, right?
Yes. You need to complete all these before next session.
Okay.
Great.
And I can access this only after logging in, right?
Yes, you
So it is not like a log out of this and then this goes off.
you
It is
can't.
not like that.
No, you can't. You can actually bookmark this particular link and use it for future reference, but you need to log in.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you so much. Any other questions? Great. Thank you so much. I think we are done with the questions. If you have any question, feel free to approach the support number. I hope you have saved it by now. And Lumina, what exactly, where are you stuck? You actually shared. Can you please take step 5 for me? I couldn't get where are you stuck. You haven't got the email. Am I right? The email will actually take around 7 days to be sent to. to so where are you stuck? Email will take 7 to 10 days to be stuck to be delivered to your inbox. Or is it the fact that you can't complete this mark complete this particular button? Hmm, I can't get your concern. In the step 5, all you have to do is fill up this form.
So now we will add credits to our click link in this form. To get AWS Management, just copy your account ID or business name or your name, enter your website URL, blank, select use.
It is a really detailed. I am not sure where
So now we
exactly.
have this AWS confirmation page in front of us.
Did you
Use
follow the
account.
steps? It is really detailed one. All you have to do is follow the same steps on your AWS account. What you can do is you can actually share the details with your coordinator and they can either do it on call with you or they can actually do it on your behalf in your AWS account. Yeah, if you're facing trouble with filling up the form, you can actually share the details with your coordinator and they'll do it on your behalf or they can actually help you through filling it up. Yeah. Okay. I think we should wind up the session. We have already exceeded it by like almost half an hour. No worries. We are ready to go and all the best for your journey with Digital Vidya and for your professional success. I'm not sure whether we'll meet up soon or not, but if we do, I'll feel free to share your experience, your journey, things which we are working for you in the course, things which are not working for you in the course, and we'll be happy to implement it throughout. Thank you so much. Bye bye.